over the last 6 hours. It's really going to show that, as you pointed out, that northwest to southeast orientation for now with the storms. And if we can switch the sources, this will show the initial complex of storms and now what we've got developing from about downtown Indianapolis, still through areas that were hard hit, Lebanon, Fowler, Attica, Lafayette, and the orientation of these storms, the redevelopment of them, if you look closely, they're going to move over the same areas until eventually this line rains itself out or finally sinks far enough south and southeast, but we still think that's a couple of hours away. And Future Track 13 will confirm that we do expect these storms to continue through at least sunrise before we start to see a weather pattern change. Live Doppler 13 radar, we can kind of reset where we've got, as Sean mentioned, a light show now over the central part of the state, including the city of Indianapolis. The heavy rain has made its way into downtown. The heavy rain extends north into Lawrence and Castleton, over toward Fortville and McCordsville, and we continue to track this as it starts to make its way off to the south and east. So Greenfield, Cumberland, you will be in the path, as well as New Pal. Speedway right now missing out on the heavy rain, but I'll caution you, what's in Lebanon, southern sections of Boone County will eventually start to work its way to the south and east and in your direction. Heavy rain right now and lots of lightning. Broad Ripple, Meridian Hills, Castleton, Carmel, Noblesville, Fishers, McCordsville, Oak Landon, Zionsville, back through Whitestown. Really an intense thunderstorm that extends from parts of Marion County all over Hamilton County into Clinton County. And as we move back to the north and west and pick up Interstate 65, you can see additional storm development in towns that we've been mentioning for hours now. This will include Pine Village, Lafayette, Attica, all moving off to the south and east, and we continue to see additional development across parts of Illinois. So unfortunately, flash flooding, as expected, will become a big issue. Still a few thunderstorms in our eastern viewing area, Connersville over toward Liberty. Provided these hold together and make their way southeast, Brookville, you will be in the path of a couple of these thunderstorms. And we still have storms that are triggering severe thunderstorm warnings, including the one that is making its way through parts of Marion and Hamilton counties. And here's a close-up view of that intense storm. Madison, northwestern Hancock counties also included in that severe thunderstorm warning.
And we have that issue again, Angela, with power outages, and we've got more in the Carmel area. IPL is reporting more than 1,000 folks without power this morning. That could rise. And again, if you just got up, as Angela has been mentioning, we have a real interesting situation. There's the Ipl Power Chart. This basically gives you an idea of how many folks are without power. So from the north side of Indianapolis on into Hamilton County, you're looking at anywhere between 1,200 and 2,500 homes that are without power at this time. Now, if you go to the west, and that would be portions of northwest Indianapolis stretching on into Boone County. So Zionsville, you'd be under that 465, 865 spur, or just south of Zionsville. You have a lesser amount of people, a little under 200 without power. And then to the south, on the south side of Indianapolis, and then that would stretch into the area near Southport. So that University Heights area over by the University of Indianapolis, a little under 200 folks that are without power. Let's go back on that chart if we can, back to the north. And that would take you, again, this would be, so Rocky Ripple, that's by Butler University, all the way up to the Meridian Hills Country Club, and then just south of Carmel. There are more than 1,000 folks without power there. We want to remind you that if you have power now but you lose it and you're a bit concerned about the weather, and we hope you are, just get your cell phone, it'll still work, and go to WTHR.com. And you can stream us live as we do the reporting on all this. But we have these very strong, vicious storms that are moving through central Indiana right now. Our live Doppler 13 radar, as Angela has been mentioning, showing that this cluster of thunderstorms and this vivid lightning now moving off to the east. So here's Noblesville and that I-69 spur where we have all the truck traffic at this time of the morning, is seeing a lot of heavy rain, the lightning, and then the strong gusty winds. A reminder that we've had a lot of tree damage in places like Tipton County, Howard County near Rushville, Tippecanoe County, and then up to Rossville. And here we go again with more strong thunderstorms to the south of Rossville. So Kempton, you're under all of this. North of Kirkland, the cluster of thunderstorms coming out of Dayton, that's where the Subaru plant is. And all of this now drifting to the east and to the southeast. Here's another area of rain and thunderstorms headed for West Lafayette, and that would be in northwest Tippecanoe County. This is dive bombing down, and again we have this severe thunderstorm warning. Sean, I don't know how many severe thunderstorm warnings this is for Tippecanoe County this morning. Well, we've had a few, needless to say. And as this trains to the south, as we've been mentioning to you, this is going to provide us with the mechanism necessary for maybe another 3 hours worth of rain. Now, for those of you in Richmond, we had strong thunderstorms about a half an hour ago near Earlham College, near IU East. All of those have moved down towards Connersville. We do have a live weather bug camera I've been watching in Connersville, and it was raining really hard for a little bit. Now it's not raining at all, as all of this is drifting down towards Liberty and towards the Brookville Reservoir, where all those folks are camping this morning. This is a live look at our weather bug camera in Connersville, and things have really settled down there now after strong winds moved through with some lightning and a quick, heavy downburst of rain. But our main concern right now is the Indy metro area. You know, we've been free from all of this for hours and hours, and now this is moving through. You see Greenfield, you see Wilkinson. Here's this severe thunderstorm warning and the very heavy rain near Lawrence. Now, Chris Kirshner just mentioned, our reporter Chris Kirshner, that the winds were really strong in downtown Indianapolis about 10 minutes ago. And Sean, that's one of the real aspects of this storm that we've watched really since last night, are the strong winds associated with it.
Yeah, Chuck, and I've got some damage reports to pass along as we look at the radar velocities. And I have Fishers up there because the Fishers Police Department reporting Allisonville Road closed 126 to 131 due to a tree across the roadway. I can also tell you that I've had Twitter followers in Broad Ripple, in Lawrence, near Lawrence High School, with power outages. And we've got other power outages as well along the Meridian, the far north side up toward Nora, and some power outages in Carmel as well with the heavy wind that blew through. Now, as we get you caught up to speed on live Doppler 13 radar, technically a non-severe but still a dangerous storm because of the amount of lightning. It's heading right into Greenfield. It's going to be heading into Knightstown. I'll put the radar velocities because that's been part of the equation for this evening and during the overnight. Nothing right now screams severe weather, at least in the metro area. So we'll put the regular radar back on because the flooding has been going to be a big problem for us. And we're probably going to start to get more reports of that because we're getting storm after storm that's really impacted Hamilton and Boone counties, and these rainfall rates at sometimes are in the 3-inch per hour range. So it won't take a whole lot, but unfortunately